Hello, my friends, and welcome to our next little camping adventure. And I am excited. Cheers, my friends. We've got a long way to drive, but that's okay. We've got a beautiful day outside today. It's in the upper 70s. Tonight it's going to get down to, I don't know, 60 something. I'm not sure. But oh my gosh, it's a beautiful day outside. I am ready to get this camping adventure underway. So everyone out there, appreciate y'all coming along on these little adventures. I truly do. So buckle up, grab you a beverage of choice, and let's get down to that campground. You folks take care. Oh. Well, we'll go in a second. There we go. Traffic. Oh. Yeah, welcome back, my friends. Okay, we made it down here to our campsite. We got a little picnic table, a little fire ring. It's a small site, but it's nice and shaded. And we got a nice view off the back. And the birds are going crazy. And so are the bugs. Oh my goodness. All right, everybody. Appreciate you hanging in there. So let's get a couple things set up and read and have a seat. I could use it. Take care, my friends. You gotta watch your step. There's a little concrete thing here is where I park. I'm just feeling lazy. I don't want to move red. Chair. Oh, I'm gonna need this for later. Perfect. Oh, my friends, it is not summer yet, but it is close enough for me. Let's grab a chair. Welcome back, my friends. Oh, it seems like we're cursed. Cheers to you, my friends. I've had to move the chair a couple, 3 times because we're in a low-lying campsite. So we're definitely having a gnat and bug issue back here. So I think I got us positioned where we're away from all the damp. Oh, and just a minute ago, I went to record something, and the camera said, nope, and shut off. Holy catfish. That's all right. These things happen. Our primary goal, we're going to get out here, detach, relax, and I'm still going to enjoy myself, bugs or not. Yeah, I mean, you can deal with bugs anywhere. If I had to deal with them, I'd rather deal with them here. But the temperature is just fantastic. It's in the probably mid-70s, and it's going to get fairly cool tonight. I think somewhere in the lower 60s, so that's just going to be perfect for us. And dinner, we're going to keep it very. I actually made us dinner last night, so we'll be breaking that out pretty soon. Get a fire going, and that'll help with this gnat issue. Forgive me for doing that from time to time. It's almost like you got to keep moving. And no, I'm not going to do that. I'm here to relax. Well, my friends, again, cheers to you. We'll get another one of these in a second. So I'm going to kick back and relax and recoup from that drive down here. And then we'll get a fire going, which should take care of some of this insect issue. And then dinner. So everybody out there, appreciate y'all coming along. Y'all take care. And I'll see you when we're ready to get that fire going. All right, my friends. Got reds all situated. Got our mattress inflated. Curtains are up. We're rocking right along. So let's get that fire going, as it's getting close to dinner time. That's a big old chunk of something, let me tell you. Let's do this. Where are you? Yeah. There you go. These guys down there. And let's go ahead and get this joker ready. I'm getting hungry. I'll tell you what, the bugs have settled down, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I always hold it the wrong way. Just listen to that. It's just quiet and peaceful. Nice. Get on the stick, buddy. Got you right there. Oh, all the small stuff settles to the bottom. Right there. I should catch. There we are. A couple more of these. That's some dry wood. It's popping. Not complaining. Those are still connected. That's good. There we go. Perfect. Wow, nothing fell over. So that went right. Well, my friends, I'm going to tend to this, get a good fire going, and then we'll get that dinner prepped. All right, my friends. I had to tame the fire down. It got going better than I anticipated. But now let's see about getting dinner put together. I brought the big pot today because I actually made this last night. If I can get it out of here. Yeah. The biggest container I had. Pot roast. There we go. Spoon here. Let's see if we can get this mess in this dude without making a mess. There we go. Now it's just a simple standard pot roast. Onions and carrots, and potatoes, and meat. And when I made the pot roast, I wanted to show you this. Wipe my finger off here. Now, a lot of people don't do it, but I always sear my pot roast in a pan. Nap. And I coated it with Fire and Smoke Black and Tan. It's a steak rub. I love this stuff. It's made with Hawaiian black salt, rosemary, several different types of black pepper. Oh, it's some good stuff. I'm gonna get this closed up. And let me get this on the fire and I'll be right back. Good. And I'm back. Now I also want to, we're not going to put it on the fire just yet, but I brought some bread to warm up over the fire too. So what I'm going to need for that, is the bread. This is just a loaf of just regular Italian bread. And I brought what I have is a little mini, I don't know, like a grill grate or something like that. I wrapped in foil to keep as a little bit more of a heat barrier from underneath to keep it from burning. So what we're going to do now, get a knife. That's a fork. Oh, everything I want's always, yep, right in the bottom. Another paper towel here. Set that on. So I'm going to coat this dude in butter. Hopefully. Oh my gosh. It's been so nice out here, my friends. Wow, how'd they get it in the package? It doesn't even want to come out. There we go. Yep. There we are. Set you down. We're gonna butter him up. Or so we hope. Now I'm going to go liberal because it should heat up and just kind of drip off. There we go. Just set him right down in there. And we'll get the top. We'll make sure it gets down in the little cracks. Oh, I think that should be sufficient. I'm going to take some foil. Heavy duty foil, if you're wondering. And this is going to be the tricky part. I'm going to try to kind of tint over the top of it if we can. Hey, look at there. Kind of sort of did. Just gonna tuck that in. Tuck that in just a little bit. Don't want to stay, but that's okay. All right, so when the pot roast is about done, we'll throw this on there and heat it up, and then we can dive into dinner. So, appreciate you all hanging in there. This is gonna be an easy dinner. A little less disorganized than our last one, but I've got something new coming up on the horizon, trust me. Hopefully it works out. All right, my friends, well, I'm going to monitor dinner, and then pretty soon we'll get to eat. Y'all take care, and we'll be back when it's dinner time. Take a peek. Oh, it's getting there. Oh yeah, we're getting there pretty quick. Make sure that meat gets heated through. Quick tip, my friends, when you're cooking over a campfire, you got to monitor things closely. I'm going to spin this around. So we have this definitely off center from the heat. Ah, there we go. Shouldn't be much longer. We'll keep an eye on it for us. All right, my friends, I got everything over here now. So first of all, let's start out with, let's get our bread out here. Whew. Sure it's not. Oh, it's nice and warm. Oh yeah. I have to go through a lot of these. I brought a bread knife. So it's slippery. It's all that butter over it. So we're gonna be careful. Oh, nice. See if, let's do it this way. Sweet. All right, let's not get too excited here. Give him a little bit more on top. It could have probably been on there just a few minutes longer, but it didn't burn. That's a big risk when you're cooking any kind of bread over a campfire, let me tell you. Move this to the side. Best I can. Not dropping anything. Whew. All right, now let's get into our pot roast. It's cooled down just a little bit, but it's all right. Oh yeah, that looks good. Get some vegetables in there too, daggone it. Set you right there. Perfect. Oh my goodness, that looks good. Oh, and it's not that late, but we're getting a lot of clouds coming in. It's like it's darkening up. And the gnats. The smoke was coming this way, so it was great for a minute. Oh, let's make sure we're not too hot. Just right. I brought 2 forks over here. Oh, that's so tender. Whew. Now I put it in the slow cooker and cooked this joker for probably on low for probably about 8 hours. Whew. I'll tell you what, you can't. The longer a pot roast cooks, it almost seems like the better it is. So let's try it out, folks. Oh, just melts in your mouth. That is beautiful. Now, I'm gonna try this Italian bread. I've not had this bread before. It looked interesting, so we'll give it a shot. Need carrot. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's see how it does. True test. That is fantastic. Holy catfish. Cheers, my friends. Well, my friends, it's time for me to eat dinner here. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll catch back up by the fire. So appreciate y'all coming along on this really simple camping meal. Sometimes it's just a good idea to bring leftovers to the campground. I mean, you can enjoy more of the surroundings that way. But I digress. I do get a big kick out of making new things at the campground. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes it's just nice to kick back and relax. So good. I'll tell you what, my friends, this bread is fantastic for getting the juice there. Oh, and this is just so good. Ah. Oh. Cheers, my friends. Well, I would say, I thought the bugs were leaving us. That dinner was fantastic. Holy cow. That bread worked out great. I'd never had that little miniature Italian loaf before, but man, it really soaked up all the juice. That was great. And it didn't fall apart either. So it was like a win-win. Ah. And I need to tend to that fire. Oh, but I mentioned before, and it came to my attention last week, talking with my mom, that not a lot of people, when they make a pot roast, they just take the pot roast, they put it in the slow cooker, add a cup of water to it, just off they go. if that's how you fix a pot roast, there's nothing wrong with that. But try this. What I did, I showed you that seasoning I used, but another good seasoning to use is just Montreal steak seasoning, and just rub it all over that dude. You just can't go wrong, and it will come out a little spicy, a little bit, not much. It depends on your taste, I suppose, or whatever your favorite seasoning is. Even just plain old salt and pepper would work. But you take your roast out of the fridge and let it sit, kind of come up to room temperature a little bit, just like you'd fix a steak. Get a nice hot pan with about a tablespoon or so of olive oil in it, and then just sear the dickens out of both sides. Try to get a little crust on there. And then, if this is the difficult part, you can omit it, is to try to get a couple of pair of tongs and, and try to get the edges. But once you've got a good sear on there, then put it in your crock pot. And I take about a cup of water, and I'll deglaze the pan that I just seared the steak in to get all, and it picks up all those other juices and spices that have already bloomed. And then that's the cup of water I pour over the pot roast. And then you add your vegetables. This time we went with, I used a whole onion. You can, whatever your preferred onion is. I went with a sweet onion, and some chopped up carrots, and some potatoes. Peeled them up, washed them off, and threw them all in there, and off I go. Now, I back up a little bit. I don't put the potato, sorry, tongue tied, potatoes in immediately. I'll let that sucker go for probably a good 5 hours or so before I put the potatoes in it. Otherwise, they're going to come out really mushy. But I slow cooked that dude. Once I hit, and I cooked it on low, slow and low, or low and slow, or how that saying goes, for about somewhere between 7 and 8 hours. So I turned the crock pot on, or had everything in there that I wanted in there to start. Put it on low, sealed it up, and that was somewhere between 11 and 12. And probably around, I think it was about 5 o'clock or so, that's when I threw the potatoes in there. Oh, and also, when I almost forgot something, this is important, in my opinion, is once I first put the pot roast in there with the water and the carrots and onions, I took a half a stick of butter and just set it right on top of that dude. Butter equals flavor. Oh, I don't want to admit that part. And if you want the juices to be thicker, because it's going to be a little watery. I mean, I like it just a little bit watery, but not like a gravy. Take you about a good heaping teaspoon of cornstarch and mix that in a little container of some water, and then pour that over it somewhere within the last couple of hours. You think it's going to be done, and give it just a gentle mix, and that will just thicken things up in there. And I would start out with about that much cornstarch, and then if you want it a little bit thicker, just repeat the process just a little bit at a time, like maybe another half teaspoon of cornstarch and a little bit of water, not a cup of water. I mean, just enough water to dissolve it, and throw it in there until you get the consistency that you like. So that's my cooking tip for everybody out there. Since we pretty much just threw it in a pot and over the fire today. Oh, cheers again, my friends. But this has been a nice trip, I'll tell you what. Bugs and all, I don't care. I got red sealed up, and I have a bug zapper, so I'm good for tonight. I'm in a fantastic mood, my friends. I'll tell you what. It doesn't hurt having a full belly and being out here with some trees, and not those. Yeah, I live in that type of neighborhood where you got the cookie cutter houses, and you got your neighbors is about as close as the next campsite over. So when the campgrounds are full, I'm kind of used to that in a way. Well, anyway, my friends, I'm rambling on, so I'm gonna kick back, finish off this beer, stoke up this fire, and just let the sun set and the night take hold. So everybody out there, appreciate y'all coming along. I truly do. And I've got a new recipe for our next trip. I wanted to the pot roast. I wanted to kind of take a little bit of break. It may not have looked like it on camera, but I was so disorganized putting that chicken parmesan together. It was crazy. Uh, so even I need a break. Well, my friends, you all take care. Cheers to you, and I'll see you in the morning. Oh. Good morning, campers. Cheers, my friends. Been nursing this coffee here for a few minutes. Not a morning person. I had to get the functions going up here, and we're about halfway there. Oh, but we've got a beautiful spring morning. We've got a little bit. It's slightly overcast, so the sun's not beating down on us. I'd say the temperature's probably in the upper 60s. I don't think we've hit 70 yet, but man, it is comfortable. And last night in Red, we had the windows wide open all night long. Whew, it's the first time we've done that since last year. Oh, so that was really nice. Got a good night's sleep. Oh, frogs came out last night. Oh, it's the season. I can hear them all around the campground. Oh, that's nice. I'd prefer crickets, but it's okay. Oh my goodness. Cheers again, my friends. I gotta get woke up. Oh, missed that. But anyway, my friends, this has been a really good trip. We got to get out here and relax. We had some bug issues yesterday, but you're going to run into that camping. And I hear, for a minute, I almost thought I heard thunder. I'm like, no. Oh my goodness. But anyway, everyone out there, I appreciate you coming along on my little adventures. This was a good one. We got to get out, get some elbow room, detach for a while, and relax in some peace and quiet. So cheers to you, my friends. And everybody out there, you take care. And as always, I'll see you soon.